time to install this new toilet. But first, we gotta get rid of this mistake of a toilet. I built this whole other toilet and designed it in such a way to be smaller, and it ended up being too close to the wall, so I had to start all over with this toilet you see me installing now. Alright, now that that toilet's out of here, I'm gonna go ahead and fill this little crack right here with some caulk, just so no water falls down in there. Got that all caulked up. Doesn't need to be pretty, you won't be able to see it. Filled a couple of holes in the floor and redid this edge too. Now it's time for the first part of the toilet to come in. Alright, so we've ran into a bit of an issue here. I gotta remove this here in order for it to fit back into where it goes. Alright, so I didn't have to remove it after all. I was able to wedge it in there and just kind of kick this end, and eventually it popped into place. So that worked out pretty good. Now it's time to get the actual toilet part of this thing in here, and that's going to slide right in the middle here. Alright, now that that's in, we just got to mount it all together. Gonna put a couple of bolts in through this wall to hold that side, maybe a couple in this side to hold that, and then I'm gonna secure these two together, put a couple screws in this way and this way, and then it's just a matter of getting the insides back in the toilet, putting the lid on. This over here is going to be for our wood chips. Thinking about using that for toilet paper. I still got to cut tops for this compartment and this compartment, and then just to fill in the space back here, which I'll do after I get everything installed. So if you're wondering how I'm going to put a bolt through this way and then back under here is where it comes out. If you're wondering how I'm going to do that by myself, I've got these special pairs of wrenches here. It's like a pair of vice grips. It holds the bolt real snug, so that way I don't have to hold this side. It'll just spin until it hits a wall in there, and then I'll be able to tighten it up from there. You want a pair of these? These are made by Craftsman. I got them at Sears when Sears still sold Craftsman, but now you can get them at Lowe's, I believe. If you can't find it there, I'll have a link in the description. Alright, so I put the 3 bolts in there like I had in the old toilet, and then I just put in 2 screws in this side, and then I put a screw there to hold this wall, and a screw here and here to hold this wall. Eventually I'll put mounted these pieces together, but not quite there yet. Alright, now I've got the insides of the toilet back in. I've got a bucket with a bag, and then just some wood chips in the bottom, just so there's nothing sitting on the bottom. It's got a nice cushion of wood chips to sit on instead. And then there's my urine tank, and then once you have all that set up, you can close the lid. Alright, so you can close the lid, and you can see the urine diverter there. That's what catches all of the urine, and then the solid waste goes into the bucket. And then we've got toilet seat, we've got wood chip storage in here, some toilet paper and other toiletries in here. And then I've got this foot pump here that we use to pump the urine tank out, and it'll either go into this jug and I'll take it up to the porta potty dump, or if we're somewhere where we can discharge overboard, it goes right out this through hall here that used to be for my old sink that was in here at one point. I still gotta tie this air duct up for my heater just so it's not sagging down like that, but I've got a new shelf installed. Everything on the left side here used to fit on both halves here, and now it all fits on the one half, and we've got this other side set up as like a little incense burner. Got some plants up there too. So that's it. We really like this toilet because with us being liveaboards, we don't have to worry about how we're going to pump our holding tank out during the winter when they shut the pump out off. With this, it's just a matter of, basically, it's as easy as taking out the trash. So it works out great for us. I hope you guys find this video helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.